Hello, everyone. It's Saturday? Yeah. I don't like it. We're here Saturday morning. Had to postpone the Friday slot until right now once again because these kids just keep getting sick. My wife took my oldest daughter to the doctor yesterday because she was throwing up. And that's that's not great. And you kind of think like, oh, everyone's probably got this or everyone's probably got that. And then after, sitting in that office waiting to be seen for hours and hours and hours, finally they took a look at her. And they're like, oh, yeah, she's got an ear infection and strep throat and this. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the other kids are sick, but in a different way. So I don't know. It's been an interesting couple of days on that front. Antibiotics are being deployed. They're doing their thing. I don't know. Going stir crazy is the thing actually that they are doing. But we're here to rank a fresh batch of games chosen by you, the viewer. You can suggest games for the program and help me get through this over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. And that will, let you join the advisory panel and you can advise. You can advise like, hey, why don't you play this game? Why don't you play that game? And I will listen. That's how it works. We have hundreds of games on this list, starting up here at Mega Man 2. Moving our way through to hot hits like Rescue the Embassy Mission, a game I like. Moving on down to, 8 Eyes here at around the 200 mark here, 10-yard fight. 10-yard fight's a great concept that I would, like the American version. Well, no, I guess actually the Japanese version where you don't play defense at all and you just like get points. Like when you score football, you do football things and then they go like 500 points and you're like, it's a real weird take on football just conceptually. Then we get down into, some interesting things like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the world's greatest 8-bit walking simulator. Then we get down into some real nasty territory. The nasty territory is growing as we go. You end up with something like a Bart versus the World here, and then just our Target Renegade, which is not a great game. But this is really kind of the start of the bad zone. And, it really only gets worse from there, all the way down to great games like Secret Scout and the Temple of Demise, The Uncanny X-Men, Operation Secret Storm, Pyramid, and Raid 2020. Disasters of the form. Let's get some new games on this list here and see how it goes. First up, Graz wanted to see this. I wouldn't say I want to see this, but I knew I was going to eventually have to play it. So here we go. It's Ironsword, Wizards and Warriors 2. These games had got an outsized presence on the platform where for some reason people remember these games as being somehow good. I don't remember Ironsword specifically and what it does differently from the first game. I mostly played the first game, and it's a terrible game. Scientifically speaking, it's not necessarily the worst game in the world when we look at the list, but I will say I hate Wizards and Warriors. I played a lot of Wizards and Warriors. This game, I probably just rented it because I knew I didn't want to More wizards and warriors. The 4 pieces of the Shattered Ironsword seek help from the 4 animal kings. This is your toughest challenge yet, and it's only just begun. Great. Enter secret level code. Ice Fire Mountain. Why do I have eyes now? What? I guess that's not a helmet, huh? That's kind of hair. No, that's still a helmet. Look at the garbage range on this attack. You cannot attack in the air directly, but your sword is sticking out there, so you can jump into guys and get them. Oh, he still does the sword attack, but doesn't hold the sword because, you know. That's not a lot of health. Wow, it's like they combined like all of the... Oh, those are slides, huh? Okay, sure. Oh no. I was like, is this a nice fairy who's here to help me? No, apparently not. I don't have keys, so we can't open the chests. I guess I could go buy... Well, no, the keys were like 1,000, so... This game's weird. As someone who... I like, upon playing this, I realized, like, I don't know that I ever actually played this when it was a contemporary thing. I may have only played this on an emulator, you know, years later. Oh, fuck you. This is like every bad idea, every bad decision they made in the first game. This is... wow. I have found the familiar spell. No, I found the familiar spell. This... So I get this friendly little ball flying around me, I guess. Occasionally hitting dudes. Or... like, what an ugly looking character. He has a lot of the same animations as the first game, just on a redrawn sprite. It's like they sat down and traced over it. With like, he's got eyes now, mate. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, not that. Oh, fuck it. The range on this is so terrible. It like I'm Like that was touching with the sword there. That feels like that should have just hit instead of bouncing off of him. What the fuck? Oh, do I get more range now? Is that how this works? Not really. No. Let's say no. This is, whoa, like 2 shots took all my life. What happened there? Oh my God. Great, perfect. Okay, this is where we would have ended up anyway. I need an egg? Is that, do I... The mountain is telling me I need an egg to get up there? Is that the... Oh, well, we missed that key. We can't jump off of the slides. Is there an egg in here? No, it's treasure. So I kind of don't like this specific style of music that Rare did on the NES. This and like WrestleMania. And what else has it? Like there's the way that the instrumentation is structured, I think is bad. Oh, I see. Yay. No, go back. I'm not done in there. Idiot. Y'all got a veil of slumber? That was an egg. Oh, fuck. This is a terrible, terrible feeling video game. The movement is so rotten. And it's so ugly. The character, I can't get over how they took basically the same animations from the first game. They look close enough to be identical. Maybe they're redrawn, maybe they're not. I'm not gonna say, oh, they traced over it for, with 100% certainty. But dude. What? Was the food poisoned? Okay, well, there's nothing here except for these fucking guys, so I guess just fall and see if the egg was over here, right? Okay. Okay. 3 continues. Oh, if only I'd saved my secret level code. Okay, so apparently the big chickens that you get off these guys are poisoned, huh? Because when I eat them, I fall over. Okay, so we need to climb up to the top, fall off to the right, and get that stupid egg. Oh, stupid. Come on. We have found a sword. No! No! What the f... And I can't do it this way because that thing is right there. How did I do this last time? How did I do this? I did this last time. It didn't seem like that big of a deal. That's not the way, clearly. I fell down and got it. I don't... I hate this fucking game! What? Oh, we found secret gem room. Cool. So I really can't do like a light hop. There. Like if I get running, I need to run. It's just, these birds are just like flying at you full speed and you're just like, well, I guess, what if I did this? All the time. Like the combat feels so terrible. And imprecise, you know, the hitbox on your, you know, everything on your sword, like what it's doing, like it's really, it's really bad. Okay, so now we go back up and we jump across the top. I didn't get that spell. I didn't get either of those spells. But I don't care. Like, sometimes you get hit by these guys and it doesn't do that much damage. And then sometimes you get hit by them and it's like, it takes almost all of your health. Okay. No, what? Stop fucking with me. Man. Here's another secret room. I don't care. Come with me to the clouds where you may continue your quest. Am I playing here? Yeah, I am. I can't turn, but I can still attack. I can carry you no further. You must venture on alone. Thank you, bird. Thank you, Birdman. Oh, God. There's fucking freaks in the clouds. Oh, sorry, that cloud was too steep, so you slid off it. Nope, can't stand there at all. Everything about the movement in this is so, It's funny because this is the game, you know, I would talk about the original Wizards and Warriors, and people will go, no, Ironsword is the one that everyone played. Really? And this is the one that... Like, there are people that have fond memories of this fucking game? Nope, sorry, that's not... Oh, yeah. Fall damage, landing on a nice light cloud. I fell to my death. No, stop! Like, this is terrible. This is, like, profoundly... Like, the music sounds like Hulk Hogan is walking to the ring, because it has that same instrumentation style as Rare's wrestling games. And that's all I can think of when I'm playing it, is that it sounds like the wrestling game. And so, like, all the music, I've hated all the music we've heard so far. Like, it's pretty solidly bad across the board here. Is this game better than Donkey Kong Country? I mean, that's, you know, I can't answer that scientifically because it's such a... The parameters of that are such a... So out of the scope of what we're doing here. But I will say, as far as me on a personal non-scientific level goes, I would rather play Donkey Kong Country than this fucking thing. Also, it's just like instrument-wise and you know, from the songs themselves, a really weird soundtrack for a game where you're a knight going around, you know, like it just like thematically like weird. What a miserable experience. Like, it's just like random shit flying on the screen and saying fuck you for a while. And then you can sort of bat some of it away. God. So I have to... So you have to write down and re-enter the secret code. Even if, assuming the secret code is what starts you at a level and isn't just like, oh, the spells you found. Oh, I have no keys, so I can't even get the sword. I assume the sword helps. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it makes combat any better. Is there anything that I should get here before? No, fuck it. I'm just getting out of here. Getting out of here. Take me back to the clouds. I think this music would be fine for a driving game or a skiing game or a wrestling game. But I think it is wildly out of place here in the sequel to Wizards and Warriors. Oh, no, no, no! Can I get back up without? Is there a way? Okay, there is. I'm blown away by the ugly player character, the weird helmet. I like it. It's so stupid. No way for me to... There. Oh, and then there's... Great. Glad we made it up here. Oh. Found the secret bone room. The Book of Sindarin. Okay, so if I just keep timing my jump button presses here, we can just kind of bounce on the clouds. Which is at least letting me... as many enemies just flying directly at you, fucking you over in a game where the like moving from place to place, like let me get up here and do a thing, is actually super annoying. Like that's this game. Hey, did we solve the game's main problem? Congratulations. Great. Yeah, slide all the way down. No, nope, that's not gonna work. Get away! More of these fucking dicks. Yes, let me die my way to the chest. Windbane. Is this a different secret code? Oh, look at that. And we can attack in the air now? This changes everything. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no, yeah, we're out of magic. Sure. No, 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 no! I want to get the dude up there. There's like no... Taken as a whole, I guess I'd say. Because I do think, you know, like the music divorced from the game is not the worst. But taken as a whole, I'm really having a hard time finding anything redeeming about this. Other than the leg... Okay, the leg dangle there is pretty good, but also pretty sure the first game did that. No, get out of there. No, fuck you. Fuck you. The stupid secret route. No, it fucking drops you. This game is an asshole. I know it's early in the morning. A little early for this level of cursing. But fuck this. Oh my god, fuck this. Yay. We got extra life. Nope, can't get in there. But is that just the way out from that other hole? Is this just the out hole? Or is the other out hole down here somewhere? I don't think we went in this. No, we did. Okay. So let's check, because I think this is the out hole for... Yeah. I was going to say, maybe we could jump across the top and find something, but no, instead we're following all the way down. Fuck this game. Holy shit. The idea that this franchise held any sort of sway then is, like, depressing. It had Fabio on the cover. That was the sway. No, well, people didn't really know Fabio when this came out, right? Like, that wasn't something until later people were like, did you know Fabio was on the cover of Wizards and Warriors 2? Like, I remember that being the case, but maybe I'm misunderestimating, or maybe I'm misremembering the timing of Fabio's career. Okay, we've been in there. No, that... Okay, this is the bottom. I'm trying to decide if this is better or worse than the first Wizards and Warriors. Because say what you will about that game, it sucks. But there's a straightforwardness and almost arcade-like thing to it where it's like a little bit more straightforward and just like, I don't know, man, get the gems. You need to get this number of gems and get to the end. And that's it. You know, yeah, you're going to find some stuff along the way, yes, but it's not... Like, this feels like a game where they were feeling themselves a little bit and did too much. And this stuff sucks. Like, the stuff that's in here is bad. Like, this cloud level, like they've made, like, navigation and just a basic movement in the first game, like, it has similar things going on. Here we go. What the fuck am I doing? I'm out of fucking magic. I'm out of magic. I can't attack in the air. I guess like, we got a little tiny bit of magic out of that. Do I have to just jump against this guy's eye? Okay, we have to kill tornadoes until we get enough magic. Oh, if this is my last life and I died getting this horn or screw or whatever the fuck that was. Oh, man. Ironsword. Ironsword. The first game is a better game because it is simpler. And like I said, a little more arcade-like, a little more like, hey, get the gems, and once you get enough of them, that opens the exit to the next level. And it is straightforward in that sense. I mean, it is still like you have to wander around every little bit of terrain looking for these gems, and it has a lot of the same, like, oh, you slid off of this, and fuck you, and now you need to walk all the way back around and jump all the way back around. Like, it has that. Like, that's a concept they liked enough to keep for the sequel, I suppose. Here it's like they're stretching. They're trying to, like, okay, can we, we want to have more of an inventory, like a manageable inventory, because you would get boots and some of the other upgrades and things along the way in the first game. As well, whereas this feels more like, okay, we're going to give you some spells and, the shopkeeper and whatever else that kind of blows it out a little bit in an attempt to make it seem, more like a late 80s console game, like not instead of just like, here's kind of an arcadey style thing. Every bit about this feels terrible. Everything about the level design is based on like, oh, look at this. It seems like you should be able to jump from here to there, but we put this slide in there, so fuck you. Like they designed a little platforming maze, and the failure point, or the punishment for failure is, oh, you slid 2/3 of the way down the level and now you get to do it again. Have fun. Meanwhile, like 9 birds are flying in your face over and over again, and the range on your sword is terrible. So have fun with that, idiot. That's an awful experience. Everything, yeah, the combat and the, you know, how your attacks connect and everything, like it's a terrible experience. I think the music on its own merits is like okay, you know, like it's, you know, a subpar rare soundtrack, which I think, you know, they obviously did some amazing work. I don't think this stands up to some of the best work that they did, but also I would say that the larger problem is that it just doesn't feel like a good fit for this game. Like, it's a little too game show. It's a little too select your car. It's a little too, you know, select your wrestler. Like, it's a little too much like some of the other work they did around this time. And it's a terrible game. It's a game designed to make kids crazy. It's a game designed to ruin a child's summer. That's Ironsword. So where's Wizards and Warriors on the list? Let's find it, because that's probably a good starting point. It's up here at 147. This is worse than that. Yeah, so this is, yeah, I mean, again, you know, we must let the science speak. And, you know, Wizards and Warriors is a game I actually hate about as much as as this one. But, again, if you let the science speak, it's still on the top half of our list. Ironsword, however, I don't know if it will fare quite as well. So yeah, this is, you know, notably and significantly worse than Wizards and Warriors. Maniac Mansion's a better game. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is a better game. 8 Eyes is a better game. Is Ironsword better or worse than Solstice, the Quest for the Staff of Deimos? Like, it's worse. It's worse. It's worse than Dirty Harry, which is not a great game. Is it better or worse than Dino Wars? Destruction of Spondylus. This game is more open in its nature, and, you know, like, again, Dino Wars, Destruction of Spondylus is sort of, you know, it's a very straightforward game with very straightforward weapon upgrades. It's pretty average across the board. This game tries some things and fails, and so, you know, it's a matter of, like, is there an ambition there that is, you know, worth noting? I you know, sort of. It's worth noting, but not to this degree, is probably what I would say, and what I'm going to say. And so I'm going to say it's worse than Dino Wars, Destruction of Spondylus. It's no Million's Secret Castle. Legacy of the Wizard is a better game. But this is starting to feel right. It's worse than Ski or Die, which was a surprise. Ski or Die was a game I remembered being total trash. But it's not total trash. It's worse than Zen Intergalactic Ninja. It's no Zen Intergalactic Ninja, but it is... It's worse than Tombs and Treasure. It's worse than Gremlins 2, the new batch. But it's better than Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. It's a weird stretch of road right here. It's better than Mock Rider. It is better than Captain Skyhawk. It's better than Kid Clown in Nightmare World. It's better than Dragon Power. It's not as good as Gremlins 2, the new batch. It's our new number 263. Again, that's the science for you. Because if it were up to me, I was like, in my head as I was playing this, my thought was, well, it's better than the Uncanny X-Men, but not by much. Not by much. And so there you have it, our new number 263, Ironsword, Wizards and Warriors 2. They made a third one of these, didn't they? I mean, there were Game Boy games. Yes. Kuros, Visions of Power is still awaits us. Oh, boy. All right. Let's move on. National Shoes 78. Wanted to see this one. And, well, it's got the Acclaim name right on it, but it says it's international. This is I hope you like international video game hits, because that's what we've got here in Cybernoid, the Fighting Machine. Okay. Bounce Bomb, Snap-On, Rear Laser, Cyber Mace, Max Pro Kevlar. We have to seek out and kill all Baycore pirate ships. Use supplies and caverns to aid you in your task. Weapons computer. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, okay. I love the introductory thing that makes it look like it's going to be some kind of like Wing Commander style space sim or something. And then we get here and it's this, and you're like, oh. So I'm constantly okay, you don't take damage from touching the walls. Good to know. I guess I'm supposed to dodge my way here, huh? The fire noise has a distinctly like Atari 2600 style to. Oh, okay. Secret rockets. Oh. So far, I feel like my laser has been for fucking nothing, really. But all right, let's. Okay, so we have to Like what? We have to get in this thing when it's going this way and... Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. This could use some more sound effects. Oh, good. Man, we get to do more of this. This has Commodore 64 game written all over it, my man. Oh, fuck. I mean, it was an international hit. It says right on the box. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, if we hit select, we get a few different options here than just the missiles. We've got bombs. We've got genocide, a popular choice these days. Shield, bouncers, seekers. Okay. So maybe we can just shield our way through some of those. Assholes! Leave me alone! Evil bubbles! Wish I could blow these things up, though. The missiles just seem to go right through them. Yeah, but yeah, this laser noise has a real, like, fucking asteroids for the 2600 sound to it. Alright, how's the shield work? Let's find out. Okay. Ah! Whoa! There's... No, I hit the... What is this? Is this a thing? Oh, look at that. Oh, now we can shoot both ways. This changes everything, because the shots are so powerful and you use them so frequently. Wow. This is this is fucked up. This is, what's it like on Lethal? Just more shooting, huh? Great. Yep, just let's make everything more of a pain in the... Okay, I'm not... This like vaguely anime-like lady here is what the fuck? Can I blow this thing up? Nope, that's just there forever. Like, hey, welcome. I was able to blow these things up with bounce with... No? Okay. Is this a secret pipe I can go down? Nope. Oh, we got two of them now. Now we're really feeling the power. No, can't blow these up with my cool thing. And now I have like no shield, so we're gonna have to die here, I guess. And I have to hurry because I have to wait for these guys to get back through. Would genocide? Nope. Genocide makes no noise whatsoever. Ah! Only the bombs work here. Fuck you. Sorry, you've earned no additional credits. Fuck you. Is that the end of the game? Please just tell me that's the end of the game. Nope. Trying to remember what kills what really sucks. Our friend, the Infinite Volcano, is back.
Hey folks, you might remember me from such hit games as Gradius. It's been a rough go lately. I've been having to I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of slumming it in some subpar video games lately. But a paycheck's a paycheck, right? There's no small roles, so here I am. Enjoy Cybernoid.
Okay, Cybernoid, the fighting machine. They give you 9 lives because they know you're going to need at least that many. This game probably sold well in a country other than the United States for a platform that was not the NES. Congratulations to everyone involved. Where did I have to look it up now? I have to look it up. Where did Cybernoid come out? It has to be C64. Oh, the old it's a ZX Spectrum classic that Houston put out in '88 and then ported to the Commodore 64, Amiga, ST, CPC, and the NES. Sounds like the other versions of the game have maybe a little more music in them. I don't know. They made a sequel the following year. I vaguely remember the word Cybernoid. I remember a game called that, and I may have seen a C64 version of this at one point. It seems like something I maybe would have looked at, but like this is one of those games that it feels like there's a lot of. And yeah, these are the types of games that when they exist on the Spectrum, the ZX Spectrum, they do well review wise in a way that when you go and look at them, you're like, oh, you had to be there. You definitely had to be there. But also, I would not be shocked if the other versions of the game were like at least a little bit better in some ways, structurally, difficulty-wise, or whatever. Like a lot of these games that started out on those sorts of platforms, it feels like the NES version of the game, they try to like game it up a little bit more because they've got a little bit more power at their disposal. I mean, this game came to the Amiga, so maybe that's like a bad comparison, but like there's definitely the NES sometimes with some of these games, it feels like that the console platform is treated as a real second-class citizen, or like it's like someone else did the port work here. This wasn't part of the original. The original developer did not do this version of the game. But yeah, real rough. Worse than Ironsword. That's for sure. It's worse than Mock Rider. It's worse than Trog. It is worse than Contra Force. It's worse than Clue Clue Land. It's no Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You'd be better off with a copy of Raid on Bungling Bay. That's where we're at. Silver Surfer is a superior product. It's worse than Dig Dug 2, Trouble in Paradise. When I think about the world of Dig Dug, paradise is not the word I would use. It's a land where fucking fire-breathing dragons crawl around underground. It's a world where there are vegetables underground. We could live in a nice world where cherries, it'd be nice stuff underground. Unicorns, cherries, cool stuff. Dinosaurs, something nice. It's worse than Target Renegade. It's worse than Skate or Die, The Search for Double Trouble. It's like there's just such a lack of audio in this game as well that, like, again, on a computer platform where that was more the norm, I think that's a lot easier to swallow. Here where, you do just have a little bit more to work with, just having it go at the expense of most of the weapons and enemies and other things having any audio whatsoever, it's a poor choice. It's definitely a poor choice. It's a choice that probably, again, makes sense on some of these other computers that, I love the SID chip. It's it's my favorite sound hardware in the game, but it had a limited number of voices. You'd only have 4, and masterful use of those would produce infinite sounds. But at the end of the day, you understand why there would be more games on that machine in that era where you had to choose between music or sound effects. This game doesn't even give you the choice. This game is just like, here's this droning noise and a couple of explosions, and that's about it. And your main fire noise, which again just sounds like it was stolen from asteroids on the 2600. This is worse than Alfred Chicken. It's worse than Mystery Quest. It's worse than Bayou Billy. It's worse than Action 52. Knight Rider's a better game. Rocket Ranger is a better game. Is it better or worse than the Mutant Virus Crisis in a Computer World? That is the question. This game is worse than Bigfoot, but better than Major League Baseball. It's our new number 447. Cybernoid. What is it? The Fighting Machine. Oh, dude. I didn't read the other bullet points on the box for this. It's international video game hit. The second bullet point is super sound effects. It's something they're touting on the front of the box. Super sound effects. And the third is 3 skill levels. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Dude. Oh. Cybernoid. Cybernoid is messing me up real bad, dude. I'm gonna have to go play the other versions of that one of these days. Now I'm curious. Maybe the sound effects were better. You know, maybe they were more super on the Commodore 64 or the Spectrum. I don't know. There you go. 447. Cybernoid. Up next, Davis wanted to see this thing. It's a licensed product. From your friends at THQ. A company that also made a lot of licensed games. We think about Acclaim in this era, but your boys at the toy headquarters, at the toy headquarters, were also putting in work. The Jetsons, Cogswell's Caper, 1992. 1992 Jetsons game. The Jetsons and the Flintstones were perpetually on in reruns, and so, you know, as much as they are incredibly old, they were relatively, like the licenses stuck around for a good long time. The same way the Addams Family was on all the time, and so you see why maybe a Fester's Quest game would get made. This is a tolerable version of the Jetsons theme. All right, Cogswell setting up a mining factory on planet M38 and making lots of money. Ugh, those fuckers at Cogswell's Cogs. We need Spacely Sprockets to take over the Sprocket game. Wait, why are we suddenly caring about the rights of aliens? Like, this is already like a really weird and much more heavy storyline than the Jetsons ever dealt with. Like, Spacely here was always just like trying to get paid. So the idea that he's like, Cogswell is making a bunch of money on this planet and he's also trampling all over the rights of the aliens. The packing factory. So what, he's just sending me over to bust up the place like some mafia, you know? You will need these power packs on your adventure, so be sure to take plenty of them with you. Without them, you'll not be able to use the items. All right, well, I love items. Okay, looks like we don't have any items to use. Hi, what? Okay. All right, we opened that door and a robot came out. I don't really have a way to, unless maybe I can jump on their head. I should check because I don't really have an attack otherwise. This switch is for reversing gravity. Only works for a limited time. That didn't work the way I thought it might. And we can't go back. All the way back here, huh? Hi. Nope, can't jump on the heads. Okay, so it's more of a it's a Chip and Dale pick up the apple kind of situation. Hello. Great. Unskippable. Wasn't sure if we have limited continues or not, you know? Ing. Presumably it says packing. Am I the Joker? Oh, God.
Good luck, Mr. J.
This doesn't feel very good. Oh, that sounds nice. Okay, we can throw them up, but it's not straight up. It's more of a... Okay, all right. Bam. Ah, of course. some more pills, pillhead. It's fun to dig through every box. It's fun to fall to your death. These robots are dicks. Wasn't there a heart in here? Oh, I guess it's not always predetermined, huh? No, fuck! That does not last very long at all, does it? I just work here, man. Why am I the guy that has to go and fuck up this packing plant for you? Like, what? Isn't this illegal? Shouldn't we have just called the police? Am I a high-stakes corporate raider? What? Okay. This feels like they have made Cogswell much more evil than he was in the show. Like, it was, you know, he wasn't ever... Like, I don't remember it being, you know... Like, yeah, I work for Spacely Sprockets, you're Cogswell of Cogswell's Cogs, we're corporate rivals. But I just work here, man. Like, Cogswell's just, like, yeah, he just wants money. He doesn't... And so did Space, like, it... I bammed him. Consider yourself bammed. Oh, now who's getting bammed? No, get this. No, wrong way. Okay. Ah, the botanical garden I've heard so much about. And here we have literal apples. Like, this is just bootleg Rescue Rangers. Let's assume I can stand on that. Oh, good. A feel good spring that feels good to use and feels good. Feels good to play. That guy said the botanical gardens were nice. But here we're here, and, you know, everyone here is a dick. Look at the look on this bug or whatever this is. Look at the look on his face. He's a mean guy. He's a meanie. I'm going to the gardens and I'm killing plants? Like, sure, they're evil plants, but who am I to... Mice with giant mice with suction cup arrows? Like, what the fuck is happening? This is not the world of the Jetsons that I remember. A fun switch. Hey! Well, that's fun. Now we're having fun. Is it a slide? No. That. Oh no! Oh, fuck you. I fell in a hole up. I fell up in a hole. What are the items they were talking about? At the beginning of the game, they're like, make sure you get these pills so you can use the items. But I haven't seen an item yet. That's not a thing you can stand on. That was not a thing you could stand on. Part of the background. Like, clearly this TV screen at the bottom center is meant to show like an item of some kind, but and when you pause it, it gets staticky, but I can't, nothing I'm hitting here makes anything appear. I assume you must have to collect these things first. Or something, I don't. fucking plant walking at me. Apple time, baby. Nothing like some nice slowdown. No. Boy, that was scary. I picked you up to thank you for helping me out. What? Okay, so is this going to be our first item that needs pills? It doesn't work without pills. Oh, without the remote control. Why? Why is this game? Why? Look at this fucking guy. Even George is turning to the screen to say, get a load of this guy. What if he taps his foot? You know, like he's bored. You know, he's like, it's up to you. Come on. You know, that's George Jetson's got attitude. Okay. Oh, God. If you use items here, you may get into trouble. So it won't even let me select. Like that is clearly how you select them, is pushing like down on the. But then it does this. Okay, so he's gonna like run. I can't run across the bottom here. I need to be up on the same level as him, and as soon as I get there, he charges. Like, clearly, I could run under him. Yeah, that worked out great. All right, I've had enough. Fuck you. Okay, fine, whatever. Let me go. Okay, so it swings around the bottom. Can't really make that jump. Had to wait. Needed to wait. Jungle Hunt style. Oh, there's Astro. He's got the remote control, I'm told. That would have been my time. That would have been a great time to go. Oh, this just comes at me no matter what, huh? Their balls just... Yes, that's what Astro says and how Astro talks. There's an inauthenticity to this that is stupid. You can move the items with this remote control. This is not a great... Oh, that's that whole level, huh? Okay. Do you think this had to have been something else, right? Ah, the gear factory. I'm here to get some gear? If you have any? Looking for some high quality gear. I'm pushing down on the D-pad. It is not doing anything. Oh wait, okay, I pushed up and then that made that happen, so... What was that? And why didn't it... Oh, okay. Okay, it's just right on the D-pad makes that appear. Okay, what do you think? I can probably stand on that gear and then hit that spring and then jump that other gear, right? Yeah. Bam. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Dude, I hate this. Okay. Nice flicker. Good. Doing great. So, okay, it just puts me back here. That's, you know, not the worst. Assuming that you don't run out of continues, that's not the worst system. instead of going like clearly that's like the bonus way or whatever, right? But I want to see what's down here. Okay. Same thing. Going in pipes. Hi, what? I'm Dr. Far Out. I'm Dr. Far Out, man. I'm doing research on cogwheels. You are about to enter Dreamland. A dangerous place where your dream can be stolen. George Jetson's a fucking button pusher. He gave up on his dreams decades ago. That's the whole point of the character. Is that George Jetson is just giving up. He's just like, yeah, here's my wallet. Here. I'm gonna go work. Here, kids, just take. I have nothing left. There's no dream. I don't know. So far, this looks exactly like every... except for an evil janitor robot that's beating me with a broom. Oh, God. Fuck you. Get away from... Are you serious, man? My dream was stolen from me. How does that... Is he hitting the boxes? Yeah. Well, that was a great exchange. Nailing it. All right, that's the Jetsons. I guess why is my big... 1992. 1992. Like it's not. It's not good, but you know, you could do a lot worse. I don't know. Like as far as like a platformer on the platform of platformers goes, it's certainly not as good as the, you know, as a lot of other games on the platform, especially by 1992, which is not really, you know, germane to the conversation. We're not judging them by the time they came out, but God, by 92, who would want to play this? You know? feels like bad Rescue Ranger, or bad Chip and Dale. It feels like a bad version of that. Same basic idea, like you have no inherent attack, but you can pick up the boxes from the environment and throw them around, which is basically the same mechanic found in that game, which was a much better game than this, that's for sure. This like teases you with the idea of you having items and stuff, but we made it a few levels in and really only got to the first item, which is like a homing weapon, basically, that you can shoot at dudes. Oh, maybe I probably should have used that on the stupid janitor, huh? I think in terms of it being a Jetsons game, it really feels off. It does not match the tone or the characters of the Jetsons. I mean, the way Astro was represented is just talking to you. Is not really how that. It's not really how that went in the actual show. As well as the like idea that like you're on some virtuous mission to save the aliens from the evil Cogswell. That's not really how that went. It makes sense that you only play as George. I assume it's a situation where over the course of the game, much like we ran into the dog, you probably run into every other Jetson over the course of the game. I'm guessing in a similar way of just like, oh, here's Judy and she gives you a thing. I could be wrong, but that would be my guess that at most that is what you're seeing out of the other characters on the show. But yeah, it that stuff feels bad. The movement is not great. If your jump was a little bit higher to just make it a little bit easier to get over some obstacles, I think that would be a big welcome change in terms of just like balancing this out a little bit better. I think that would be nice, but it wouldn't be, like it's not some game changer that you'd be like, oh, now we're, like it would not make this game great. But having enemies that, you barely can jump over, like that's not always fun. And the way the attack works means that they have to litter the entire environment with boxes. Like it's kind of dumb. And I think this is something that Chip and Dale does too, of just like, well, they want you to be able to attack these enemies. So if they want to put enemies in the environment, they have to put ammo for you to use. And it's not like you can collect multiple pieces of ammo. Like I can't even hit a switch in this game if I'm holding a box. And so they have to just litter the environment with these boxes all over the place, turning it into just like, well, get a bunch of pills. I don't know. Maybe there's some in there. Oh, and we hit a mean robot in here. Fuck you. Like that's not great. That's not good. And it's again, I think that's a problem that Chip and Dale has as well. But here, there's just a lot less going on top of that. In terms of just like game feel and just like the movement and jumping and what have you. I like all of that stuff is bad as well. And so what all that all adds up to is it's a playable game. You can make progress. It's not like unfair to an insane degree or whatever. Like they made it. It's a game. It's not good. It is below average, I would say, but it's not offensively terrible from a game point of view. I think it is offensively terrible from a like representation of the license point of view. Like that aspect of it just feels like insane. Just like this does not have the look and feel of the Jetsons, other than a decent rendition of the theme song on the attract mode. But like it's better than Gilligan's Island. But is that actually all I can say about it? Is it our new number 378? Is it better or worse than Akari 3 The Rescue? It's worse. Yeah, no, that's let's think about this. Let's not just Yeah, it's worse than WCW. It is worse than the Adventure. Well, look. Is it better or worse than Roller Games? It's worse than Roller Games. But just barely. Yeah, no. It is, yes. It is worse than Akari 3 The Rescue. It is better than Gilligan's Island. It's our new number 378. Cogswell's Caper? Is that what? Yes, Cogswell's Caper. You don't really see a lot. You don't really get a lot of, not a lot of capers that we hear about these days. I feel like children's media used to be littered with capers, cartoons and such. And there you have it. There you have it. Okay. Let's move on. Shiny wanted to see this one. I'm pretty sure it's an unlicensed game. Oh no, wait. Oh yes, this is an unlicensed game from Bunch Games. Bunch Games. For games you hate a bunch. Castle of Deceit. They stole this music from Gauntlet, man. They stole this music from the Adventures of Big Mac for the Commodore 64. Only you can avert the doom that looms over your world. You must recover the mystic runes of guarding and reset the wards of protection. Okay, well. Read faster next time. Castle of Eric. Oh, no. It's got a proper ding noise when you pause. Oh, but it makes the noise when you pick things up. They hit it there instead. Oh, dude. Okay. Oh, and it makes the noise when you get hit. The unlicensed buzzing ding noise that we all love. This movement is weirdly slippery. It's a thing where the speed of the movement doesn't match the feet. Ah! And there's just a little bit of momentum involved on the jumps in ways that make it very easy for you to fall. Oh, okay. Some occasional random knockback. You have been deceived. Press A and start to return. Yeah, those are the classic noises of all the good unlicensed games, all on display here. The controls are also backwards for what you would expect, whereas B is jump and A is shoot. I think that, there are enemies in here, like this little wavy thing here that keeps dodging out of our way is not the worst looking... the worst looking sprite that's ever existed. I cannot crouch and shoot, so I think I just have to I just have to run away from that. All right, cool, a chainsaw. Oh wait, it's probably a key. So there's 2 pauses. Yeah. Start pauses like this. Select pauses like this. From the looks of things, this is apparently Bunch Games is apparently a label that Color Dreams came up with for like a budget line for like imagine games that were so bad that Color Dreams didn't even want to put its name on them. Castle of Deceit. The most deceitful thing about this castle is that this doesn't really look like a castle. The visuals on the background are not terrible. You know, this little waterfall and stuff here. Like, you could do worse. Oh, but the movement is so fucking fucked. Oh, no, this is not... We don't go back through that way? Oh, man, come on. Oh. The air movement feels more like a suggestion or a system that they started on and didn't. Oh, maybe I just had to kill everybody and now I can leave? Oh, I just wasn't standing in the right spot? Oh, wow. Castle of the Moons. Oh, look at this. I can walk up and down. And it feels even worse somehow than... Why? Why do they... And I can still jump, and it's like, the jump doesn't make sense, really. Finally, the belt scroller of my dreams. They can't steal this dream from me. This just put me right back where I was. It sure did. Maybe the third gate is the good one. Can I go down here? No, that's not. That looks like a collectible item of some kind up there. Oh. Oh, now I can be in the trees. Oh, cool. Oh, no, I see, people in the chat assuming that this is a Color Dreams game, but no, this is from Bunch Games. Totally different company. Absolutely different company. Not at all the same company under a different name. It's... How dare you put this upon Color Dreams? This is making me long for the subtlety of Ironsword, Wizards and Warriors 2. This is, you don't need to walk up and down. I mean, you don't. This game doesn't treat the perspective of you being able to do this as actual, like, depth. Why the fuck is that? Oh my god. I want to lay down. Well, I guess it's pointless to kill these guys because they do respawn. I found that out earlier when I fell, so, I might as well just... Wait, can I stand on the moon? Yeah, I can. No, why would that? Why did I get stuck? No, I guess I can't stand on this. It just... The jump is very sticky when you are at the top of the screen, so it looks like maybe you're standing on it for a sec, but... No, 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 you piece of shit! What the fuck is wrong with this fucking game? Castle of the Moons. Maybe I should not kill all the worms, because they all seem to always drop health, whereas everything else is sort of a little more random. The music, something about the audio here is really, can't quite put my finger on it, but something about the audio here I'm finding really grating in a way that's making me crazy. I just need to pause for a sec and just collect myself. Okay. Fuck, dude. Okay. So why can't I jump here? That's my question, is what's preventing me from making this jump? What is broken here? It seems like that there's something... Okay, let's try and... Okay, that's not... Oh, man... Like there is some kind of invisible wall in that situation that is preventing me from fulfilling my destiny. Oh God. Yeah, see, like it's getting stuck. And then that's you fall out of that gate when you, or no, you don't, I guess. You don't fall out of that gate. You just appear at the bottom. So that must be the gate that we need to get to. Would a light jump do it? Nope. If I go back, will there be... Oh, I made all these fuckers respawn. Will there be a worm here for me to get some health back? No. All gone. Kill me. Just kill me! What was here again? No, this one just doesn't open. That's cool. Oh... Get off me, man! Huh? See, there's kind of an invisible... It's another one of these weird branches here. There's kind of another... It's just like Ironsword. Why did the worms not respawn, or the birds, this time? They're the only things that drop health. No, I don't want I want this pause screen. I want the other pause screen. Now I know why this other pause screen is here, because sometimes you need it. Okay. You piece of shit! All right, with this being a single screen, it might actually be not smart to kill the stuff here. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Video games. That probably opens the third gate, right? Let's get some health from this stupid worm. No, the worm is gone. Good. Great. Oh. I don't think I've been deceived. I think it's pretty... A and start is not working. A and start wouldn't work. Now that's deception. Forming a deadly alliance with Castle of Deceit. Wow. This is how, again, another great example. A lot of people will say, oh, this is just your personal list and your preference and this and that, and I think this game's better, and this is, you're just this. And no, this is science. And do you want to know why? Because if this were my list, I would probably put this above Ironsword. Because I would rather bang my head against this pile of shit than bounce around and fall all over the place in fucking Ironsword. But scientifically speaking, that does not hold up at all. This game is significantly worse than Ironsword. It's worse than the Jetsons' Cogswell's caper. It is worse than Mappy Land. It is worse than Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble. It's worse than Gauntlet. Despite the same music. It's no Alfred Chicken.
That's a clue, kids.
It's worse than Heavy Shreddin'. It's worse than Master Chew and the Drunkard Hugh. Who? It is worse than the Mutant Virus, Crisis in a Computer World. It is worse than Cybernoid, the Fighting Machine. Oh. It is worse than Where's Waldo. It is worse than the Great Waldo Search. Which at least has some hot music. It's worse than the Blues Brothers. This TV behind me keeps doing stuff, which leads me to believe that the remote for this Roku is not in this room, and that a child is somewhere mashing buttons on it. It is worse than Athena. It is worse than Wolverine. It is worse than Pestterminator, the Western Exterminator. It's worse than Secret Scout in the Temple of Demise, which at least has a map. Right? Yes. It is worse. Yes. Secret Scout in the Temple of Demise is a better game. But it's not as bad as the Uncanny X-Men. It is our new number 483. Wow. It was a real soul-shattering experience, this Castle of Deceit. Largely because the jumps just wouldn't, because it would treat weird things in the game as platforms. You were hitting your head on invisible objects that are technically the floors of platforms in some cases. That's a really bad game. You should check it out. It's the kind of game that I think some people would look at and go, "Oh, that's not so bad." But the movement in that game feels so terrible, and the attack in that game is also so bad. And they give you, in that second level, they give you the ability to kind of walk up and down as if it were Streets of Rage or something. But it doesn't, the game doesn't line up and behave that way. So it's like this weirdly senseless, it just leads to making some of those jumps on the lower level feel way worse because you're like, well, I'm not even close to the background. Why would I hit my head here? It's interesting that you can, that you have these boss fights that are like shooters, that are just like vertical shooters, static screen. It's like a Satan's Hollow boss fight, but bad. Castle of Deceit. Your new number 483. Truly disgusting. Next up, Tim wanted to see this one, and I'm hoping this will be a nice change of pace. This is licensed. I thought for sure this was going to be unlicensed, but here we are. Videomation. Also from your friends at Toy Headquarters. Western Technologies. Avia Rod. What? And the gang over at Western Tech. Okay. I like that it is a little laggy on some of these bigger circles. Yes! Let me hook this up to my VCR so I can save this picture. If you only want to fill a little bit, you can just tap it. Or you can hold it down. I assume that's like cursor speed. No undo. I mean, obviously you can erase, but not enough memory to store what you just did. Yes, let me put this, is this a pig wearing a clock? A bear? What? me stamp that bad boy down. Yeah! I thought maybe there would be some music that we could play here, but... Oh, look at that. We can drive it like a car. That's actually kind of neat. Sometimes if you move the D-pad back and forth too much, it gets backwards on you, which is broken. It's broken. Like I'm pushing right now, and now when I push right, it turns left. And when I push left, it turns left. There we go. That's what we... Oh, we can just, if we hit B, we can just drive. We can just go places. Without laying down any track. You know, limited color palette on the platform, so you kind of gotta, you know, make do with what you got. So when you change colors, it changes every color. Not too surprising there. Yeah, a couple of squares. Let's get a line or two. What do we... I wish I could undo that. I didn't want to draw over his face. Can I make the bear bigger? I don't think so. I don't think you can scale the stamps up any further. I mean, I can tile, you know, with this. At least you can kind of... Now we got a hip street scene. With bear. I guess we can slow down, you know, we probably want to, yeah. For fine detail work, we want to slow down the movement. Yeah. This is what it's like out on the streets. Yeah. This is not great. I don't know. It's okay. You know, you could do a lot worse than this. As far as like an art program that you're going to operate completely with a basic regular NES controller, right? If that's how it's going to go, if you're going to, okay, we're going to do this, you have no analog input whatsoever. And it's, you know, the palette of the NES being what it is, you know, you're only really going to have so many options when it comes to drawing tools, you know? And this is fine. You know, we can... The inclusion of the speed control actually really helps because, you know, if it was moving too fast all the time, it would be harder to do just about anything. So, yeah, I don't know. This is this is fine. I don't know. If you're a kid and you ended up with this, you'd probably be kind of bummed out, but you'd be like, well, I can still mess with it and draw dongs all day. Like it's got potential. Yeah. I can't draw while this is like this. You cannot. That doesn't open up the top of the screen for drawing, it looks like. I'm happy with it. Let's see, if we go full speed here. Okay. I mean, sloppy looking. But if you were a kid and you wanted to write the word boner on your television, hey, what the fuck, right? You could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse than this. I wonder what Neckface is doing these days. Neckface was up all over San Francisco. It was a very long time ago. Videomation is okay. It's not. I don't. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not. It's a hard comparison to make to a lot of other stuff. But it's better than Taboo: The Sixth Sense, another kind of like non-game sort of thing. It's way better than Color a Dinosaur, which is maybe the closest comparison, and that's somewhere around. That's somewhere around here, right? Where's Color a Dinosaur? Oh, yeah, that's. It lacks the ability to save, and there's stuff in there that you're like, if you just like save a drawing, if you would just put battery backup in that thing, which would have obviously raised the cost. But this is a licensed product. Like, it's tempting to go like, oh, well, this fucking weird piece of shit is definitely not going to, it's definitely not going to have battery backup because it's a color dream, or whatever. But it actually, it is a licensed product that THQ published. Like, they could have said, hey, let's. I want to say in the manual for this, because I was reading about this a little bit. In the manual for this, they do, in fact, say, save images using your VCR. Like, you're just supposed to record the picture for a while, and then you can just play it back on a videotape, which is stupid. But if, whatever, that would work. That would certainly work. You'd lose some resolution in the process, though. But that fuzz might actually be kind of nice. What I'm saying is, you could do some really crummy digital art filtered through a bunch of analog effects on this and spit it out the other end, and someone would look at it and go, yeah. Even today. So it does have that going for it. It's a basic paint program. I think when you go back to, computers of the era, you definitely had better tools in some cases, like the Koala Pad. I had a koala pad. It was a drawing tablet sort of thing with a couple of buttons on it, and you could, hook it up to a Commodore. Most computers had a koala pad equivalent, or in fact, the koala pad. And you could just draw stuff, and there you could at least save it. But like, as far as the tools are concerned, not that different. Just a level or two more simple here because of the controller, because of the input method, and because of their decision to not, include any kind of saving or battery backup or anything like that. Like, I do think that there's more that they could have done, especially when you account for this thing existing in like the 90s. This is a relatively late release for the platform. Which is, so that's kind of silly in a way, where you go like, man, you didn't put any kind of saving mechanism in this thing. Like, it just feels very cheap. That's probably the downside to it, is that it just sort of feels a little trashy, a little undercooked. But I do think what's there is fine. Like, it works as advertised. The stamping and kind of stamping in the animated car and some of that other stuff is kind of cool. I don't know. And if you really spent time with it, you could probably get a lot out of that very basic palette and make something much more elaborate than anything I made here. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. There's nothing like massively special about it. It's not the most well-made thing for sure. It is better and more effective, and obviously more freeing than something like a Color a Dinosaur, which is literally just this thing's fill tool, and you're just going like, okay, here you go. There's this part of the dinosaur is green. This part of the dinosaur is also green, because the palette is still limited because it's still an 8-bit Nintendo. But you get to draw your own stuff, and I think that obviously that's a big that's a big deal. So it's not like great, I'm not going to sit here and say like, wow, what an amazing thing. It's no Double Dribble, it's no Blaster Master. It's no Base Wars. It's no Alpha Mission, which Alpha Mission, I think, like is criminally basic in a way that kind of, but Alpha Mission's not like a terrible, awful game, I suppose. It's no Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble. Is it better or worse than Jack Nicklaus's Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf? I suppose it's worse. It's worse than Alfred Chicken. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about Alfred Chicken lately, and I wish I wasn't. I really wish I wasn't. It's a dark subject to keep rattling around in your head as much as it has been. Specifically, it's of making Danny O'Dwyer play the Amiga version of Alfred Chicken. That's my next short to medium term goal. Like it's not like it's better than Taboo. It's better than the Mutant Virus Crisis in a Computer World. It's better than Back to the Future 2 and 3. But if we're being really real here, like it's not as good as like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which has some merit to it as a game. It's not a good game, but it is a game. It has its kind of ambitions. It's better than Dragon's Lair, which is a dreadful piece of work. Is it better or worse than Dragon's Lair? It's better than Back to the Future 2 and 3. It's better than Dragon's Lair. It's our new number 439. Videomation. And there you have it. Videomation has made it to the list. Well, that's this week's batch of games. We've got how many on the list here? 488. Nothing has been worse than Raid 2020. Nothing. But there's still a lot of games left. And there are more games entering the bottom of this list than I thought possible. Honestly, like lately there's just been a real run of shit between Castle of Deceit and Secret Scout and the Temple of Demise. There's been a real flood of of some real garbage, and that's been a lot of fun to see. Maybe another game will crack the top 10 someday. This is starting to calcify in a way that I did not think possible, but we do have a lot of games left. To kind of make their way into the top 20. We'll see what the science says. Will the Goonies 2 end up being a top 20 game by the time all is said and done? It's a top 5 game in my heart, that's for sure. But then, I think if this were just purely my list right now with what's on it, if we were to, but it would be like Bionic Commando number 1, Super Mario Brothers number 2, Zelda 3, Rygar 4, and then Goonies 2 would be way higher as well. And RBI Baseball would probably be up there too. Yeah, it's a science is cruel. Science is honest. What more can you say? You can always look at the latest version of the list over at 8bitnintendo.science. And of course, if you want to contribute to the list, you can do so. Join the advisory panel today over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Or hey, there's a variety of tiers that you can subscribe to. All of them will get you on the Discord, and you get the ad-free version of the podcast over there, as well as some bonus shows, and so on and so forth on down the line. Have a good one, everybody. I will see you on Tuesday. You will see me on Monday. I have an interview that will be running Monday morning, so come back and check that out. That'll be in the podcast feed, as well as on YouTube. And then we'll do a live podcast on Tuesday. So come on back for all that, and I will see you to rank some more of these games next Friday. Unless the kids are sick again. We'll see. In a weird couple of weeks.